Hey there people, Ryan White here for highpointmusic.com.au. Today's video is how you can incorporate the 80-20 principle into your practice so you can begin to save time and fast track your development as a guitarist. So let's jump into the video. Alright, so the Pareto principle was first observed by Italian economist Wilfredo Pareto as far back as 1897, with the idea being more commonly known today as the 80-20 principle, which is the title of the best-selling book by author and investor Richard Koch. This book examines the key idea of the Pareto principle, where roughly 80% of results or gains are caused by 20% of outputs or efforts. Now, how we go about applying this to learning and building our skills on the guitar is as follows. Because of the guitar's capabilities as both a melodic and accompanying instrument, the overwhelming majority of material we will encounter as guitarists will be in the form of melodies, riffs, and chord progressions. So the ability to play and transition between all three of these components is obviously very important to becoming highly competent on the instrument. So to set ourselves up with developing competency in these three roles, we need to start with these basic technical concepts that I've developed, which once learned, they're going to greatly simplify your understanding of technique and eliminate the overwhelming majority of errors that guitarists run into when practicing these three roles. Okay, so specifically here I'm talking about the left-hand technical concepts, and these concepts apply for both chordal work and single note work and will take you all the way from beginner right through to advanced. Okay, so the first point is fingertips. We want to make sure our fingertip is contacting the string, okay, up on our tip like that. And then the second point, we want to make sure we're hitting good fret position. So this is anywhere from halfway in the fret marker up until the marker here. We want to avoid going further back here because this opens up more string between our fingertip and our fret marker, meaning we have to apply a lot more effort than we need to up here to have clean, clear, and effortless notes. All right, the third point is to do with our wrist position, okay? So we want to avoid any wrist position which takes our fingers out of the ability to be up on their tips and in good fret position. So for example, any bent wrist like this is going to make it very difficult for our fingers to get up in those positions, or any positions like that where we've got an extreme bend this way is going to put a lot of strain on our wrist joint. So making sure we've got a nice neutral wrist that allows us to get up on our tips and in good fret position. The other good thing about these technical concepts is they transfer perfectly to all the articulations that are required with our notes. So for example, in our left hand, we've got our hammer-ons. Okay, our pull-offs, which is the reverse of a hammer-on. Our slides, which we can slide above or below into notes, and then our bends. Okay, so the next step is to begin practicing and developing these concepts in context. And this is done by learning songs and pieces that are appropriate for your skill level and using proper practice processes at the same time. Now this can be boiled down to having at the higher end 4 to 6 practice sessions per week, and on the lower end of the scale 3 practice sessions per week to continue to move your playing forward. These sessions should include the concept of deliberate practice, which is focused on specific skill development to help you improve your melodies, riffs, and chord progressions that you're working on at the time. And this should all be done using the steady and controlled repetition process, which is to practice repetitions by prioritizing accuracy over speed. Now this is a great blueprint for developing our fundamentals on the guitar, but how you go about adapting the 80-20 style of thinking to learning new skills and genres is actually quite simple also. Okay, firstly, we need to identify the genre-specific tools and phrasing characteristics of the melodies and chord progressions. Secondly, we need to develop any new tools associated with that material. So if we're looking to play jazz, blues, or funk, there's chords, scales, arpeggios we're going to have to learn. And then thirdly, we're going to have to practice all of these new tools and phrasing characteristics in the context of songs and pieces that are appropriate for our skill levels. So by using all of these concepts, you will be increasing your output and return on your practice time by focusing on the things that have the greatest impact on the most common roles and material that we will encounter as guitar players. So I'm talking specifically riffs, melodies, and chord progressions again here. As you become more advanced, you can apply this 80-20 style of thinking to your playing depending on what genres and skills you're looking to develop further. So don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to support the channel. And if you'd like to leave out all the guesswork and begin mastering the fundamental skill sets of contemporary guitar, follow those links below, people, and check out my latest online course, which is the High Point Music Guitar Fundamentals program. This course is going to shave years off your development as a guitarist with its unique and original content. You can even check it out on an obligation-free trial before you buy. Just follow those links below. And then lastly, to directly contribute to the content I'm putting out here, follow those links below and sign up for a $1 per month support membership on Patreon. My name is Ryan Wyatt. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch up with you all in the next video.